Well, the situation on the borders, the southern borders, is just intolerable, and I really feel for the people who live down there and whose property is being trespassed and damaged and overrun, and the danger that people are being put in by this. Both the citizens of the U.S. and the people who are trying to come into the U.S. It's a dangerous situation. But as a libertarian, we tend to look at what we might have done through government that has maybe exacerbated any problem before we try to add to any layer of government on that problem. And what I see is that government a few years back closed the door to immigration and made it much more difficult for people to come into this country legally. 10 years, $20,000, you know, to get through this absolute maze of regulations and requirements. And it's really, the immigration system is not set up to help people become citizens or to come into this country. I think it's set up to enrich the immigration lawyers personally. And we need to go back and look at that and open the door wider, allow people to come in here on work visas, temporary status, you know, whatever works for that person. A lot of people would like to be able to go back and forth, work here and then go back to their home country. And when we tightened border control, it left those people staying here because they couldn't get back across the border very easily. And so sometimes we cause more problems than we solve, sometimes by trying to, you know, enforce the border and all this kind of thing. But we really need to make it easier for people to get here and to come here legally so that they aren't, you know, incentivized to come here illegally. We also need to take care of any issue that people have of coming here to get welfare benefits. You know, we should not be giving welfare benefits to someone who's not a U.S. citizen. It's not practical, you know, to round up people and send them back to where they are. But I don't want to reward people, you know, for coming across the border illegally. We didn't get to check if they were criminals. We didn't get to find out if there were health issues that we should have quarantined them for before allowing them, you know, into the U.S. So I would not reward those people with a path to citizenship. They might get, permanent alien status. They might get a work visa, but I don't want to reward them with citizenship. People who come here through the legal channels, and that's got to be a lot easier and a lot cheaper and a lot faster. Because we need people to come to this country to work. Our demographics are working against us. Our population is getting older. We're not, the birth rate is not replacing the population. If we want to be able to keep funding Social Security, we have to have workers putting into that system.